Alright, so in this video, I'm going to be talking about why you should have high standards slash why the girls around you in school is useless. Not useless like in like, oh my god, what the hell, this dude is a misogynist. Useless to you, alright? Useless to you, like why they're useless to you, like dating wise, relationship wise, right? And so if you really think hard, you know, the best way to get in a relationship is to build yourself up. Build yourself up so high, like not build yourself up to the middle, right? Build yourself to the middle and then, oh, you get in a relationship, you slow down your path, you know. Genuinely, the best way is to delay it. Delay your relationship and delay that losing your virginity, bro. Like imagine you just delay your losing your virginity, your first kiss, your first relationship. You just delay all that, all right? You delay it all. Your first love, right? Your first love. If I deleted my first love, I would take back 2 years of my life wasted, you know, because a girl, you know, I couldn't get over her for 2 years, became depressed, became a fat ass video gamer, you know. Just, you know the story. You know the story, bro. You know the story, you know, the heartbreak. But, you know, it crafted me to know who I am today. I'm grateful for that, but yeah, it wasted 2 years of my life. So basically, you want to keep going up and up and up and up and up. Because once you reach that self-improvement, you're going to feel like, oh, you're going to get complacent and you're going to get in a relationship, right? And so when you get in that relationship, like, let's say you got that six-pack, you're starting to make that six figures, and you get complacent. And how old are you? Like, probably like 19, 20, 21. And you get complacent and what happens? You have sex with this random girl. Oh, she's my world. She's my world. She's my world. You have sex with her. You bang her. She's so hot, right? You get lustful thoughts all the freaking time about her. You guys talk about banging on public restrooms. All this nasty type of harams type of stuff, my guy. Like, you know. And what happens? She gets what is that word? She loses interest in you. She loses interest in you, and what happens when she loses interest in you? She finds another Sigma male because you've been so complacent in that relationship. You slowed down the track because you thought you made it to the end. Well, for like heads up for you, my friend, there is no end. There is no end. The grind never stops. Because as a man, it is your job to provide and to protect to the point where you are dead. All right, to the point where you are dead. Even if you are 50 years old, you should be able to provide and protect. Like, obviously, you're not going to be like so strong in this and that, but you need to have some level. Some level. Look at David Goggins. Man is 48 years old. Or 40 some years old. And man is so freaking fit, bruh. Mental toughness, like, this dude's a warrior. Like, it's so crazy, man. Don't stop in the middle, bro. You gotta keep going because these girls that you're surrounded with, you need to have high standards, man. Like, just because she give you eye contact, man. Just because she talks to you. And just because she gives you attention, man. And just because she's cute and this and that, she's feminine this and that. If her life is messed up, I'm sorry to say this, she's not up to your standards. Because us as high young men, if we want to strive high, if we want to be so ambitious, so driven, so passionate, so hardworking, and we want to reach the top 1% of man, then we must have our goal as the top 1% of women. And so there's many people saying, oh, this and that, this and that. I'll bang many females. I'll bang many females. But my wife cannot bang any dude. And so what does that make them? Hypocrites, right? Hypocrites. So if you want to reach that top 1% of women, then you need to deserve it. Because if you get in a relationship right now, you're going to be spending some stupid stuff like what I did or what other people do too. Oh, let's go on dates, bruh. You just wasted over $100 because you wanted to flex over to your girlfriend. Oh, I'll tip the waiter. Oh, it's on me. And then you guys go to shopping. Act like you can spend that much money. When in true reality, you should be spending that money on yourself, investing back into your business or investing back into whatever you know, that will help you in the future. Instead of wasting your time on these dumbass relationships. Many times I see this over and over again. You know, like, fair enough, if you want to be mediocre, if you want to be like the rest of the world, go ahead and have relationships nowadays. But us, if you are like me and you are high ambitious, driven, and you, no matter what, want to reach the freaking top, then bro, like, I wish I could just grab your hand and lift you off, bro. With me, man. Because we cannot get distracted, boys. Because many people are having relationships nowadays just for the sexual pleasure, just for the social status of having a relationship. They're lonely, they're sad, they need sex, they need that validation from other people because they're not validated themselves. They need relationships. But once you get used to your own voice and to your own thoughts and to your own self, and you love your own self, you're up here. Well, everybody are in relationships down here because they've not fully matured to the point where their relationship could be up here. And so your job as a young man is to just build yourself. Stop getting distracted by this woman. Like, stop getting distracted by these dumbass people, who need validation from women because they're unhappy with their own lives. Don't listen to them where they say, oh, you got 0 bitches. Astaghfirullah, I just cursed, but you got 0 girls. Look at the Snapchat score. Look at the Snapchat score. Oh, you don't have Snapchat? Oh, that's because you don't have girls. Oh, you don't have girls. Let them talk all they want. But we men understand the way of delayed gratification, right? We understand that we delay the gratification because it will be 10 times more of that feeling, you know. If we go to the gym, right? We go to the gym and it teaches us delayed gratification. We don't see the gains right away, but we still go because we know it will feel 10 times more better once we reach that goal. Let's say that you've been fasting all day, right? You fasted one day, and then the next day, when you bite into that steak, it will feel 10 times more better. MashaAllah. Let's say you've been working all day, right? And you finally get to lay down on your bed. You will feel 10 times more grateful. We need to understand delayed gratification, my friend. We should not be distracted. We should have high standards. Because if we have high standards, then we're setting up ourselves for success. But when we settle for less, when we settle for, like, this may be controversial and sad, but if this woman got abused and she's has like high body count, she sucks many dicks, like, bruh, and she loves pain, she loves getting hurt, like, when we settle down for less, man, when we give in to our worldly pleasures, like, we can't, bro. We just can't. Because it ruins our future with our instant gratification. It's like that cake. Because, like, imagine this. Imagine this type of girl, like, she's so hot, right? Like, she's so hot. And she arouses you. You know what I mean? Like, she arouses you. Like, she's like gothic type of thing, like, where she likes getting hurt, like she said, whip me daddy, like she's just like this very evil type of person. That's like cake, right? That's like cake. That cheesecake, like that cheesecake topped with freaking vanilla ice cream, bruh, so good. And then there's this innocent girl who's still a virgin. She's mediocre looking, but she has good mental health, she likes planting, she likes gardening, she likes reading books. She's nice to her mom and dad. She had a perfect relationship with her dad, because the number one relationship you want to look at a girl is her relationship with her father. And so you want to look at her father, like, like, if you are not man enough to go up to your girlfriend's father, then you are not ready, my guy. Like, you need to be able to do that. Like, I see so much young people, man, and they're not even ready to go up to the father. If you're interested in a girl, go up to the father, bro, and talk to her about, like, how her relationship is with him. Like, me and my daughter have a really good relationship. I provide and protect her, and like, and if he says, like, I'm looking for a man that's willing to provide and protect for my daughter, like, able to pass down the torch onto them, because I've raised a very good daughter. And like, if he talks to you in that way, like, you warrior to warrior, like Spartan to Spartan back then, like, you guys put your heads close together, you guys have some coffee, and you guys just talk about his daughter, like, get to know her. Now, would you have that kind of wife or this kind of wife? And this one is like, that vanilla cake, or vanilla cake, that oatmeal bowl, like the healthy one. Which one would you want to have? The instant gratification or the delayed gratification, my guy? Delayed gratification, my guy. Obviously, you would want the delayed gratification. And the thing that I heard one time when I was watching YouTube is that a marriage is like a woman's virginity exchanged for a man's goods, right? Because a man can have million goods, right? Like million goods, and like $1,000, this and that, and he could have like like a kickboxing championship, a boxing championship, and a man is willing to give all of that for her virginity, for her womb, right? The man takes the virginity, takes her womb, they have their first child, and the man doesn't regret a single thing, right? Because he knows that the woman he chose was good, because he delayed the gratification. But once you improve yourself and then you stop midway, because you got a certain amount of, what is that word called? A certain amount of development, improvement to yourself, and now you can pull girls, and you stop midway. What happens? You go for that instant gratification, and she takes the kids, takes your business, 50% of your business, sues you, takes your money. Like, come on, man. And then you're gonna end up wanting to kill yourself. Don't fall for the instant gratification pleasures. Delay the gratification. Think about your future wife all the time. Think about your future son all the time. Every time you need motivation, you're doing it for them. You're doing it for your future self because you want to craft yourself into the man that he is going to be. That rich man, that strong man, that person who knows how to fight, that man who's knowledgeable, that man who knows how to cool his calm. You're crafting him today. You are crafting your future man today. That sword blade, imagine your future self as a sword blade. Every good habit, right? Every good habit, you are shaping your future self into the man that you want to be. So with every good habit, you're shaping him. But with every bad habit, you are putting down whatever that thing is called, the one where it sharpens the blade, right? You're putting it down, you're putting the sword down. And imagine those who don't put the sword down. Imagine those who are sharpening that blade 24/7 all the time on their grind. Imagine. Their blade will be far more than you, and so he deserves that top 1% of, woman, not you. So don't waste your time being stupid and doing degenerate stuff, because I'm telling you, if you are in self-improvement, it's hard not to fall for what other people do because you're surrounded by it. But just remember and always say to yourself that how can you expect extraordinary results if you follow the mediocre people around you? They are mediocre people, and you must remember and tell yourself all the single time, you are extraordinary. You are not like others. You are not going to follow them. You're going to follow your own path. You're going to be extraordinary, and you're going to reach the top. And at the end, you'll be looking down on them. And once you get some leadership skills, you can help them up. That's what life's about. Extraordinary people reaching the top and helping the peoples at the bottom. And then the people at the bottom teaches us to their son, and then they improve this and that and that and that. Self-improvement is about making men better for society, not weak men, all right? Because if we don't improve ourselves without self-improvement, imagine what would life be like for me. Like, I would just be a video gamer, this and that, jack off, bad mental health, porn, antidepressants, this and that. Imagine if the world was like my old self. Just imagine that world. No roads would be built. No houses would be fixed. We would have no power. No inventions would be made. But if we have a strong foundation of men, of young men, who are so driven and passionate and not distracted by these dumb stuff, this degenerate stuff, we will get the job done. And in the end, once we reach our 30s, 25s, late 20s, we're ready to settle down. We get a wife. We make some kids. And we teach what we've learned to our kids, and then they teach what they've learned to their kids. And so we progress and progress and progress and progress. And then our grandchildren will know the way of self-improvement. He's 10 years old looking at college applications, bro. Like 12 years old looking at college applications. Like, Dad, I want to be a firefighter when I grow up. Dad, I want to be a veterinarian when I grow up because I really love animals. Instead of this degenerate stuff like, Dad, can I get an Xbox? Dad, can I get a PS4? No, bruh. Do some push-ups. You don't deserve. You need to be crafting the man that you want to be, because the earlier you start, right? The earlier you start, the more ahead you will get from your competition, all right? Look at Tank. Look at Mayweather. All right, look at them, and then look at Khabib Nurmagomedov. They all started when they were young, and look at them now. They're so successful just because they started young. And now I'm not forcing it. I'm not telling you to force your kid like, go play soccer outside, go do this, go do that. Make them know, make them know that even this is for yourself as well. This is for the people who's like young age like me. Think to yourself, what do you want to be doing for the rest of your life, bro? Instead of be wasting your stuff on stuff that you just want to do right now, but it won't help you in the future, or you can't be doing in the future. If you want to be successful, you got to think about one thing, and one thing only. Think about your future. Delayed gratification. And I promise you, you will be successful. Master the art of delayed gratification, and you will be successful. I promise you that. That's enough for me. See you. Have a good rest of your day.